Nobody talks about the disappointment of races, disappointment of a cycling season, the ups and downs of cycling as a whole, and ups and downs of training and just cycling as a general. So come with me for the most disappointing race of probably my cycling career. Beautiful people, we are now 2 days out from Waukesha. Doing a quite easy ride, just feeling the legs out a little bit. And then we're gonna go watch a softball game. I just put some new tires on my bike. An Aspen ST 2.4 on the back, and then I put an Aspen TR 2.4 in the front. I was running Recon Races 2.4 Maxes. These are significantly faster. Good morning, beautiful people. We are morning of race. I wanted to talk about a little bit what happened yesterday. We got to the race course and I forgot all of my kits. I forgot leader jersey, forgot my bib, forgot my Northwood cycling shirts, both jerseys, and I genuinely was freaking out and was having a panic attack on the inside, really bad. But we ended up borrowing a leader jersey, kind of a weird one, rather than the one I was wearing. And then we bought a pair of bibs, really nice pair of bibs, specialized bibs that I am drooling over, so I'm actually really excited to wear them. So we ended up figuring that out, problem solving, rolling with the punches. And then we stayed at my Aunt Jane's house, really nice. Now we're here. I had some pancakes this morning, about 7 a.m., which is earlier than what I normally have it. I normally have it around 8 a.m. So it's 9 a.m. right now. I had a little bit to eat. Obviously taking bicarb now, so yeah, I'm really excited. Got the Red Bull cracked open. I'm excited. I think today's gonna be a really good day. Well, let's talk about this race. I've been really pushing off filming this. I've been training really hard, 1 and 2. I am super disappointed with this race, and it's kind of hard to talk about, really. I just didn't really want to talk about it. It was so disappointing and terrible, honestly. I think from looking at the inside, it doesn't look that bad because I took third. It's literally the best finish I've had of my entire year, but it was really bad. It was an opportunity that I wish I could have took to win, and I didn't. We did 1 pre-ride lap, and then some easy spinning. Only did 1 lap. I normally do 2 laps. And since it was such an easy course, I didn't feel like I needed to pre-ride any longer. So I thought just some openers would be more beneficial before my performance the next day. And then we got dinner. I got this sandwich. It was great, super delicious. Me and I went out with Jane, my Aunt Jane, super nice. It was absolutely gigantic. It was the size of my head. The bun was just insanely huge. Probably the best sandwich I've ever had though, so shout out to Johnny's. Stayed the night at Jane's as well. So nice. I binged on her snacks so bad. My dad kept me up all-night snoring, bro. It was like 2 a.m. and I still couldn't sleep. And then I like ran to the other room and tried sleeping literally on the bare floor. Which I ended up, it was actually pretty comfy. It was really nice carpet, so I'm not even really complaining. It was quite comfy. Woke up, we had some pancakes. They were absolutely delicious. I had a bunch of them. I was carving up. Nice thing about Janie, she always wants to help, and she literally just barely heard me talk about pancakes the night before and made pancakes. Super nice of her. She's such a generous person. If you've ever met her, just shout out to her for the whole weekend. She really elevated the experience a lot. Went to the Dollar Tree to get some socks.
Yeah, you said they can't.
We bubblegum socks because I forgot them at home. So it doesn't know.
One option I see is Quick Trip on East State Street.
We got to the race and just kind of rolled around, didn't do a ton. The warm-up was extremely laggy. My legs were just not activating, just were not snapping the way that, you know, sometimes they do. But that's how it's supposed to be. That's how the last race was. It turned out great. I was so excited. I thought this was going to be an amazing race. Lined up number 1. I was points leader, so I got first pick. Doesn't really matter in this race. It was a pretty long lead out, and it was up a hill. Not super technical, even at the first single track, so it didn't really matter. And then I start the race out with a almost crashing. It was kind of weird. It was like I missed the pedal and like came down weird, so then her handlebar was like in between my arm and I had to like let up, and we didn't crash, thankfully. Went into the double track, top 3, so even with that little crash, I sprinted up the hill as just hard as I could and ended up top 3 by the time we got going downhill on the double track. I went into the single track. We got a gap with Palamaki. It was just me and Palamaki. We started to form a gap. Nobody was reacting to her attack. And I was like, what are we doing here? Like, I thought we were going a very slow pace. Honestly, like, of what I normally feel like at the start of a race, we were going really slow. We were literally holding, like, tempo, maybe. Which, to be fair, I had, like, a 4-man draft. So that could have had something to do with it. I was getting really excited that I was hanging with Palamaki, and we were literally getting a gap on the field. Like, I was like, I might win this race. Like, we are going at a very comfortable pace. And then she crashes. And I'm like, right, so then I took the lead after she crashed, but then, crap, really hit the fan. I didn't get new cleats. Stupid. I knew I needed new cleats, and I didn't get new cleats. Got the air knocked out of me. Couldn't breathe for like 40 seconds because I got that handlebar in the ribs. It was terrible. It was worst experience. Like, not the worst crash because I've got knocked out in crashes. But like, as far as getting the air knocked out of me, worst I've ever had. I had some terrible experiences in football, and this beats everything. I seriously like couldn't breathe at all. And I just couldn't move. It was terrible. You know, when you're just doing the groaning thing for like. Watched everybody pass me. Hard to handle with the ego, and I couldn't breathe. I wanted to DNF so bad, not even gonna lie. And then, just to summarize the rest of the race, it was quite simple.
17 seconds.
Lockout didn't work. I couldn't really get out of the saddle because my cleat would come out. My derailleur was still being really stupid. I could not catch the gap up to Molly. That is quite simple. I did not have it in me for some reason. I don't know how I had such a good race before that. I was feeling so great and still did terrible. Or my opinion, terrible. And during these times of great disappointment in a cycling season, cycling race, it's very important that I try to pull myself towards what cycling has given me and what it used to be for me, right? Cycling pulled me out of really, really dark times. It gave me a sense of purpose and lively feeling inside of me that I just was so starved of. And it gave me this sense of life worth living, right? And I think it's good, now that I'm not in a dark place, to look at those moments and realize that cycling is so much more than what I look at it right now. Like right now I look at it and I think nationals, right? And my FTP and my watts per kilo, right? That's all I see it as. And I think it's good to take just a very big step back and look at it in a perspective of what old me would have seen mountain biking as. And even though mountain biking isn't the social sport and the super, super fun sport it used to be for me, it's still so important to me to feel lively and have this purpose in life. And I think if we ever struggle in life, we should take like just 10 steps back and look at what we would have thought of this in a different point in our life. Hope you guys like this video. I don't want to make this video too long. Hope you guys liked it. Maybe got something from it. Just to look at things from different perspectives, not look at it from the perspective you might have now on it, on good and bad things. But I hope you guys liked the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below anything you want to see. I see your comments, guys. I'm going to do every single video that you comment down. I will do it. It might take a while, but I promise they will get to you. I'm definitely looking at them, I promise. Comment down below anything you want to see. Subscribe, really helps me out. Shows me that you guys actually like watching my content. And yeah, till the next one, God bless you, and work hard.